Happy holidays. Assalamualaikum. Hope everyone's having a great winter break. I am going to do some quick little lives, and we're going to discuss our detox December and just how to carry it into January. Some of the things on your social media and on your tech that you probably need to get rid of, especially considering that some of us don't factor in how much time and effort and mental space we take on our technology every day and what it is doing and how it can affect us. We have a general understanding of technology, but for the most part, none of us have the data and research to understand what it's going to do and how it affects us in the long term. So just like you want to detox your kitchen and your health, you want to juice, you want to get rid of certain bacteria and things in your body, it's really important to understand how social media is affecting you and your internet space, your technology space overall. Especially for multifaceted entrepreneurs and people who are just in different industries, who are creators, and people who are always on the go, such as myself, or just into a lot of things. There's a certain level of space and time that you need to take offline, of course, but there's also things that you have to genuinely do, like email campaigning. You have to do your content, you have to do marketing, of course. So if you are a solopreneur or you're just someone who has a lot going on, family, travel, different things that come into different niches of your lifestyle, there is going to be some time management that needs to be taken care of and some cleansing that needs to be taken care of that will help streamline and just help you be more effective and conscious of what it is you're looking to do in life, hopefully for the next new year. And one of the things you're conscious about is how much energy, output energy, and that is very easy to calculate on a 9-to-5 job. It's very easy to calculate when you're in school, university, and studying because it's pretty straightforward. But when it comes to using various technologies, social media, and different email campaigning and different listings, when it comes to the average person having a tablet, a laptop or a computer, 1 or 2 phones, it's a lot. And sometimes the input-output of how much time you're scrolling, or even how much time it takes to just make a couple of calls when you do get distracted with your technology, and follow up on some things that could be some power plays that can accelerate you into the next season, the next session, something that's really focused instead of just doing busy work. It's kind of hard to tackle that time management as to what that looks like, because it is very important to use the technology as a tool. We always think technology can accelerate us, but as we see, most of us have a deficit in technology. We're in debt, to be honest, with our time and our management of our mental energy. So getting online, knowing what you're doing is really important, even when you're having your downtime and you're scrolling. I'm big on downtime. I live a balanced life no matter what's going on in life. So I want you to take that into consideration too, is your downtime needs to be factored into this time management concept, and just like your detox in general. So like if you like scrolling, you like to look and shop online, those are things you continue to do. Just, be mindful of how much you're taking in. Especially when it comes to good and bad news as well online, because there's a lot of that, as we know. So, with all that being said, I'm back to my page. I wanted to just finish discussing, just calculating how many spaces online you are taking up. We will be launching like a little spreadsheet just to get people and organize it. It's something that's a part of our coaching too, because of course we're doing virtual coaching. So what does that look like when you have a virtual business and women who are in business, as well as what they need, again, in their day-to-day life, how much technology they actually need to be using. So where are you online? How many apps are you on? Seriously, you need to have some consideration as to what your span is. And for many of us, social media apps is one thing, but in your social media app alone, let me break this down for you. As of how social media is now, when I'm in Instagram and I have multiple businesses and I have my own personal life, of course, and my own family and kids, I have multiple pages for social media that you guys probably won't really see because they're client based. But I will be tagging them soon in the new year, but they're client based. So if I have someone that wants a particular product or service, it's very niche and very private. But in social media, in Instagram, you have Threads now, you have going live, you have your reels, you have, of course, your day-to-day posts that you can do. In that, you have, of course, millions of people online. You have the bio post, like working on your bio post and what your niche is and pitching that. That's always updating, like what the social media gurus tell you should be doing, how your bio should look. In that bio, you have contact, email, phone number, location, whatever you might be selling at the time, your product listing, right? So in reality, if I were to sit down with you, we do consultation, we do our whole coaching and our methods and the way I teach. You're coming on Instagram alone with almost 10 different branches. 10 branches. And these branches are the action steps, interactions you have on internet, on the internet and on Instagram. So the other day I went into, of course you guys see my broadcast. I don't broadcast a lot because I have different social media. So, but Instagram is like, you know what? Let me check in with the broadcast crew. It's a couple of wonderful supporters in there. So if I'm not careful, I'm going to be caught up in broadcasting. You know, email listing, just the general DMs, you know, catching up on just the emails on the back end that come through that are like other organizations, companies, or people who are other brands, just, you know, marketing towards me as a person in my business, right? Then people who might want to work with me. So just on social media alone, just on one app, there's like 10 branches. So you want to kind of level those branches down. The great thing about Instagram and Facebook is them being merged, and Threads I'm not on, but Threads, they're kind of like merging of these social medias, is that you can streamline and you can automate. So we're going to talk about that in the next live session in just a minute. But I just want you to be conscious, take an inventory and check how many apps am I on for my business, and then you talk about how many I'm on for my personal. Now this is not like your shopping apps. You get to that later. Your general Amazon and DoorDash, whatever you use for food, whatever, right? This is just consciously getting understanding of how many you're actually using. And once you get kind of the first 10 down, kind of understand how are you using them? Because again, Facebook has so many integrated amazing tools if you're a product-based business and a product-based brand, and those are so great. And every now and then I go in and see kind of like what they're up to, and then I would look in and go to like a YouTuber or somebody I might kind of trust on social media and see like, okay, well, how are they using this particular tool, right? Because the problem is also when you have so much going on in one app, you don't always know and how to measure the metrics of what's going on with that and how that can kind of configure and help your business. It's great that they have it, but you're just overwhelmed. It's just, you don't have time sometimes to see how these things are working towards you and for you. So those are two things I want you to look at: how much apps you're using in your your professional business, and just kind of like what you're touching bases with every day. And then also towards the end of the year and towards the beginning of the new year, please look at what are these apps actually doing for me. I'm selling, but am I connecting with the client like I want to, the customer? Do I spend too much time paying for this particular brand of website or add-on or whatever it may be, and I'm not getting any return on my investment? Many of us pay for websites, and we're, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, we're not making our quota every year, every month, so that's okay. But if you have a website and you don't have a whole lot of products, and those products can be sold primarily on like a social media platform like Instagram, then maybe pivot, of course, and go back into focusing on building that Instagram page, building yourself out, getting your branding and coaching from Fashion by Faith Iman or wherever you can get your branding and coaching so that it looks more streamlined and better for your e-commerce, and then go back into investing in an expensive website later on. So those are things I want you to look at, and best of luck. I hope you guys, everyone's calling me when I'm busy. I hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday and break. Assalamu alaikum. And join me for the next slide as we talk about the just touchy bases on what it is we're looking to grow and what we're looking to delete from our overall detox December. Much love. Assalamu alaikum.